Shalom, I like to say, call Loa, Hawala, who's all praise and glory in the Hebrew to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash, Double Asa, Apostle, Elder Graven, Son, Bless God, the elect, few sisters, and the Israelite foreigners, waking up, storing the truth. This is a news update. We're keeping up with things. Basically, Biden gave this. I'm just going to read the article, man. I'm just going to read the article. It says, Putin trouts Russia's new missile and delivered a menacing warning to NATO. The new ballistic missile fired by Russia struck a military industry facility in the central Ukraine city of Dnipro, but its real mission was delivering a deadly message to NATO. Hours after Thursday's strike touched off a debate over whether the Ukraine plant was hit by an intercontinental ballistic missile. President Vladimir Putin made a rare and surprise appearance on Russian television to clear up the mystery. He described it as a new intermediate-range ballistic missile that read to its target at 10 times the speed of sound. Modern air defense system next exists in the world, and anti-missile defenses created by Americans and Europe can't intercept such missiles, Putin declared in an icy and menacing tone. The attack marked the first time such a missile was used in a war or in any conflict. The dramatic events came in the week of soaring tensions as Ukraine struck targets in Russia with American-made long-range missiles after the U.S. eased restrictions on their use in putting response by lowering the threshold for using Moscow's nuclear arsenal. Skip down to this. Was Putin message to the West? Putin has described Thursday's use of airstrike as a response to Ukraine strikes on Russian military facilities in Bryansk and Nuksky region earlier this week with Western supply weapons. One of those strikes killed and wounded an unsuspected number of Russian servicemen, which the Kremlin leader said added elements of a global character to the conflict. Putin has warned previously that the use of Western weapons would mean that Russia and NATO are at war. We believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of the countries that allows to the use of their weapons against our facilities, he said. In the case of escalation of aggressive action, we will respond resolutely in a mirror way. If Russia launches more strikes on Ukraine with new missiles, it will warn off its use in advance to allowing civilians to reach safety as a humanitarian gesture, Putin said, adding that Moscow wouldn't worry about the tipping off the enemy since it cannot stop the attack. I would recommend the ruling elites of the country that are hatching plans to use their military contingents against Russia to seriously think about it, Putin said. Savelle said the new missile is sending a fear, including signals from Russia that we've got snuff that outrage you. The larger message to the West is that we're happy to enter into the competition around the intermediate range ballistic missiles. P.S. This could be nuclear tip. Do you really want to take that risk? Dimitri. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna pull that up because basically what happened before I started reading the article, Biden gave Ukraine. Biden. Let's go. Here it goes. This is Biden green light for the Ukraine to use a tax miss in the Russia just rise the stakes in war Trump will inherit. The decision U.S. President Joe Biden allowed the Ukraine to use long-range American missiles and Russia follows a familiar pattern. The White House refused for months to grant a weapons request from Ukraine, fearing it would be escalating, or however you say that loudly describes the refusal. And just when the request seems to have been parked, Biden administration approves it. Ukraine request for HIMARS, Abrams tanks, F-16s allow for a similar pattern of refuse and preservative, and then giant almost at the moment when it's too late. It is too late for the U.S.-made Army tactical missile systems, that's what it stands for, to make difference in its targets deep into Russia. The answer is complex and perhaps explains some of the reluctance of the Biden administration to grant permission. Yeah, so basically, they used weapons. Ukraine used weapons that was supplied from U.S. And Putin said, if Ukraine uses missiles supplied by the West, then Vladimir Putin said, then that's an act of war against us, because you are giving them missiles, you giving them weapons to harm us. So you're in on it, man. You're guilty by association. All right, that's why things are escalating the way it is. That's why Biden has declared war on the U.S. because they said don't do that. Yeah. What was the response of Ukraine? The West, this is the last part of it. In a speech to the nation, President, Zelensky announced the attack and accused Moscow of using Ukraine as a testing ground for its new weapon. Today, our insane neighbor has once again shown that they truly are, and how they despise dignity, freedom, and human life itself, and how terrifying they are. He said the two U.S. officials who are not authorized to comment publicly about the sensitive matter, and those spoke on condition of anonymity, said Russia only has a few of this type of experimental missiles in possession, and is not incapable that it is expected to be regularly deployed against Ukraine. UK Defense Secretary John Handley told lawmakers that the war was a serious moment and the front line is less stable than at all times since the conflict began. It says, we have seen recent weeks a very clear escalation from Putin and his forces. He said they have stepped up attacks on the energy system in Ukraine again and winter. They said step up attacks and civilians. Associated Press. Yeah, was it on that? Right. So this is prophecy coming to pass. I'm just gonna read about it. This is straight prophecy, man. Going to Ezekiel 38 and started 1. 31. The word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God and the land and made God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and against him. So let's talk about Russia. God is the Russians, right? And say this, because they dwell in it said chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Those are descendants of Japhet, and Russia dwells in the land of Japhet this day. All right. When you go in ancient times, so that's how we know who this is talking about. It's talking about the Russians. Let's say Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh, behold, against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach Tubal, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and bring thee forth, and all thy army, horsemen and horses and horsemen, and all them that clothe with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields and all them handing swords, right? So this is America. I mean, the Most High turned America back into that Cold War state, that USSR state, all right? That Soviet state, man. And that was back when the Russia, it was 15 countries, right? And they had all those countries together, all right, as a power, as a unit. Now that broke, and Ukraine is a major, is part of that those 15 countries, okay. And one second. Yeah. All right. And Russia wants he wants those countries back. We get back together with Russia. And the reason why U.S. has an interest in Ukraine, because that's a close region to Russia, and they're just trying to occupy the land. They're trying to get a foot in the door, all right? And then the resources that's attached to it too. All right. But it says verse 5, it says, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them. Which, what? Persia, you look at Persia, right? That's Iran today. And Ethiopia, that would be part of South America. I mean, South Africa, because you look at the region where Ethiopia is located at, it's down there where Sudan is, South Sudan, you know what I'm saying? South Africa, that's what's South Africa right there. And you have to think of the BRICS, man, when you hear this. And then it said, leave it with them, another African country, right? They all have ties and dealings with the U.S. I mean, with the Russians, okay? It says you're gonna be a guard. All right, if you're a guard, you're waiting, like you got a guard dog. All right, you got a guard dog. The guard dog is waiting on the enemy to come through and try something. Well, that's what a bodyguard does. That same thing. It's looking out for the intruder or the enemy, and as soon as they land that first attack, it's gonna attack back. So that's what the Lord's doing. Alright. And is it because U.S. and Israel, they have business together. Israel controls U.S. basically. All right, those part of small hats, and they're at war with those Iranians. All right, Israel, the land of Israel, and then you got the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, Iran. My fault. The British, Russia, Iran, South Africa, and China. So Iran's in there, man. And South Africa, man. The Hamites. All right. So it says it's gonna be Gor. It says Gomor and all, in verse 6. Gomor and all his bands, the house of Togomor, and the north quarters, all of his bands, many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself. Thou shalt all in my land, all thy land and company that are assembled unto thee, that be thou go unto them. So that's Russia has interest with these different countries, and they're not gonna just let shit go down like you been doing in the past. All right, it's not gonna happen because prophecy is about to start popping off. Skipping down to verse 10, it says, Thus said your Lord Yahweh, it shall come to pass that in that same day shall the thing come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Right, so this is Lord gonna make it. Russia so pissed, something gonna happen where Russia was so pissed, they completely didn't give a fuck, and they started a war with those Russians, man. Okay, straight up. So we're just closer and closer with these prophecies, man. Okay, this is the last verse. Jeremiah. And what is this? Jeremiah 50 and no, it ain't. Jeremiah 50 and damn, it's like I'm getting sleepy. Come on, man. And where's the scripture at? Oh, there you go. Jeremiah 50 and 1 says, the word that Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of Chaldeans by Jeremiah thy soul. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish. Skipping down the third verse. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. We're just talking about what north of the Russians. Alright. Out of the north there cometh up a or may God of what God. For out of the north there cometh up a nation. Out of the north talking about what? Russia. There cometh up a nation and against her. Right, so it's America. They're the ones that's gonna come up out of this place. It's like not America, but Russia. Then I'm getting tired. For out of the north, they're coming up against her. Right, the her is America, and the north equals the Russians, which shall take her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein, and they shall. It says, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. That therein they shall remove. They shall depart from her, both man and beside thee. And I said, it's going to make her desolate, and none shall dwell therein. You look at the land of Iraq today, which is Babylon, the old Babylon. You can pop squats, man. You can take photo pictures. You can do a lot of things. You go to the store. Over there, the land is still people inhabit it, in other words. So this is future prophecy. In those days and in that time, said Yahweh, the children against my fault, and they that damn, what was that? For out of the north, oh damn, shit. They shall seek. Okay, I'm gonna finish this out. Alright, I'm gonna finish this off. Well, no, that was the main point. really hit the main point for real, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 9th verse. It says, "For lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon and assemble a great nations from the northern country, and they shall set themselves in array against her." And that's talking about Russia and all its allies, man. Okay. For there shall she be taken, their hour shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain, and Chaldea shall be spoiled, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said Yahweh, because you were good. Verse 13 says, "Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited." So this is how you know it's a future prophecy, because it includes in there like right now. You look, Babylon is modern day Iraq, and people are still having that place. It's still stones, remnants of the ancient Babylon kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So this is for. I mean, this is not talking about in the past time. It's talking about now. It's because the wrath of Yahweh shall be not be inhabited, and it shall be woefully destroyed, and everyone that go by shall be astonished and hiss at her place. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, that have nuclear capabilities, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahweh. I think I hit the main points. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, man, just more prophecy, more escalation. Things are moving according to word of the Heavenly Father. All right, and He's gonna send His Son back here soon, based on the prophecies. We ain't got too much longer for the Lord crack them clouds, man, because He's not gonna take us as a thief of night, because we watch the prophecies. We gotta understand. You got the light, we got the oil. When you people walk around in darkness looking stupid and trying to live your best life, all right, you're gonna be wiped off the face of the earth, or taken out some other fashion. With that, we'll give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Shem HaShah, the God's possible for this one. Let's go like fuses is like Shalom.